Welcome back to another installment of Nightmares and News. I'm your host, Bumps in the Night, and here's the news. The Backrooms-inspired horror adventure game, The Bathrooms, arrives May 17th. The Backrooms internet phenomenon, which has recently been capitalized upon here in video game format, is still ripe for the picking. Developer/publisher Hidden Palace has their own inspired take coming later this month with The Bathrooms, which is set to arrive on Steam May 17th. As you'd expect, you'll be exposed to a plethora of strange occurrences and unnatural irregularities that are typically not fully understood. The story goes, you wake up near a foggy, deserted school with no memory of what happened. You soon discover that your beloved dog, Shibosu, has gone missing. Having been kidnapped by the custodian, you must now brave the realm of cold, endless halls to find him, with the hard part being to escape the nightmare using your wits and skill. Complicating matters is that you discover that you're being hunted by strange entities all the while, not to mention the custodian. The Bathrooms features a procedurally generated world with non-linear gameplay, meaning that no two games will ever be the same. You can choose to face your foes head-on with a weapon if you are brave, or choose a stealthier approach to avoid confrontation. Your survival in the nightmarish dreamscape depends on you having optimum copium levels. Inhale regularly and keep your copium tank full, or face instant demise. Are you looking forward to this spin on the Backrooms? We ourselves are looking forward to it. Halloween comes early this summer with the news that Party City is releasing a life-size Terrifier 2 Art the Clown and Little Pale Girl animatronics. The Terrifier franchise's Art the Clown is the closest thing we've had to a modern-day Freddy Krueger, and the Killer Clown has become a merchandising powerhouse, just like the horror icons of the 1980s. Up next, Party City is turning both Art the Clown and the Little Pale Girl into life-size animatronic decorations based on Terrifier 2. And they're releasing this Halloween. While the world waits for Terrifier 3 to slash into theaters nationwide on October 11th, Party City has unveiled their Art the Clown and Little Pale Girl animatronics, which measures 6.5 feet for Art, and practically 5 feet for the Little Pale Girl. Both animatronics are motion activated with wrists, arms, and heads that move when activated. Art recites 5 sounds, while the Little Pale Girl features light-up eyes and recites a creepy soundtrack. And yes, Art the Clown even comes with his sunflower glasses. The Art the Clown animatronic is selling for $250, while you'll be able to own the Little Pale Girl for $175. They're not yet available for pre-order, but they're both coming soon, so stay tuned. Are you looking forward to picking these up for your Halloween collection? Original classic The Crow returning to theaters for 30th anniversary. While we wait for the remake starring Bill Skarsgård to hit theaters this summer, we've learned recently that the original adaptation of The Crow is headed back to theaters later this month. Cinemark brings director Alex Proyas' The Crow back to theaters for the classic movie's 30th anniversary as part of the Scream Greats label from Paramount Scares and Fangoria. You'll be able to see The Crow up on the big screen at Cinemark theaters on 2 nights only, May 29th and May 30th. Head over to Cinemark's website to check out local listings now. In the 1994 movie starring the late Brandon Lee, Eric Darvin's fiancée is killed alongside Darvin, setting the film's revenge storyline into motion. It spawned a handful of sequels. Cinemark previews the 30th anniversary event, the modern gothic original that enticed audiences and critics alike. The Crow tells the tale of a young musician brutally murdered alongside his beloved fiancée, only to be risen from the grave by a mysterious crow. Seeking revenge, he battles a criminal underground that must answer for its crimes. Are you planning to go see this in theaters? If we can find the time, we may just go ourselves. Netflix makes a big announcement about Wednesday Season 2's release. Fans have been waiting and waiting for any official word about Wednesday Season 2, and now Netflix has rolled out a huge update about the status of the season at last. There's a long list of returning cast members that are now series regulars, and new guest stars for the season. The most important takeaway from this list is that the reset of the core Addams family is being upgraded to series regulars, meaning we will see a lot more of them this season than the limited role they had in Season 1. The announcement says that the entire Addams family will be enrolling in Nevermore Academy this season. Though that's not literal, as I mean. The parents aren't enrolling, but Pugsley probably is. Wednesday Season 2 is a hugely important series for Netflix, as it's the most watched English show by viewers in the history of the service. Production just starting now means that there will end up being years between seasons, and we will not likely see it air until 2025 at this rate. If you haven't already watched Season 1 of Wednesday, we highly recommend you go check it out. It was fantastic. And we'll bring you more updates on this as the series develops. Crystal Lake update, A24 is going in a different direction with their Friday the 13th series. This week has brought a lot of confusion about Crystal Lake. A24 Peacock and Brian Fuller's television series expansion on the Friday the 13th franchise. Reports and rumors spread about A24 pulling the plug on the series. That's not exactly the case. Rather, the project is being retooled behind the scenes. So what exactly is going on here? Brian Fuller has taken to Instagram to provide an update. The bad news, Fuller is no longer involved with the Crystal Lake series. The good news, that doesn't mean A24 is giving up hope on the project. Fuller writes on Instagram, adapting classic horror is something I have some experience with. These shows require a vision that elevates and transforms, as well as delivers what audience have come to expect, which is an ambitious and risky endeavor. It requires people to take the leap with me. When it works, as seen with Hannibal, a show that Fuller's known for working on, the results can be powerful for the storyline and the audience. A24 and Peacock are now searching for a new showrunner for the series, so stay tuned for updates. Peacock has given the project a straight-to-series in order in 2022, with Crystal Lake being described as an expanded prequel to the original Friday the 13th franchise featuring both Jason Voorhees and his mother Pamela Voorhees. For now, we'll have to wait a little longer to see Jason take to the small screen, but we'll bring you updates as they develop. That's all the news I have for you today, my lovely fiends. Stay spooky, keep those claws sharp, and consume more souls of the living. I've been your host, Bumps in the Night, and remember that horror is a beautiful thing. We appreciate your viewership, and we thank you for watching, and we'll scare you in the next one.